Okay, so hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name is Na, and this is my lovely channel. And if you haven't already, please Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Na. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. We have a lot of content on the way. Today we're going to go over my Target haul. So everything that I get as far as health and hygiene wise, that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. And we'll be covering a little bit about what I do about my personal hygiene, as along with just like our everyday type of hygiene. So first things first, let's start with health. So when I go to Target, the three things that I'm looking to do is get things that are, one, good for me, two, cost effective, three, I really want things that are actually going to make a difference. So yes, it's good for me, but is it going to really make a difference? Because something can be good for you, but it does not make a difference in your everyday routine. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is our immune system, health wise. So I take probiotic gummies every day, twice a day, and I also take airborne. With coronavirus going on and things like that, we want to make sure that we're staying healthy. Probiotic is good for digestive health, along with women's vaginal health. So if you want to, you can read up a little bit more on probiotics and why they're good. And this has a 10 times better survivability than yogurt. So I know some people eat yogurt for probiotics, but this helps long term too. So these are two things you probably should invest in. One for your digestive and vaginal health, and then one is for immune system support. Another thing that I got for my health recently that I am so excited to try out is liquid IV. So if you are a person that does not retain liquids, you get dehydrated really fast, you forget to drink water, or maybe you don't like water, which is kind of weird, this is for you. Let's read up a little bit on it. So dehydration occurs daily in 3 out of 4 people. Why liquid IV? 2 to 3 times more hydration than water alone, 3 times electrolytes, 5 essential vitamins, B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C, which are also good for immune system support. And then it has a great taste. I got it in passion fruit. So basically, adding one of these, let's open it up so I can show you. Adding one of these little packets into a 16-ounce bottle of water is the equivalent of drinking 3 bottles of water. So 16 times 3 is 48. Yeah. 16, 32, 48. 48 ounces of water, which for most people is not a lot of water. So this helps you get more water and more hydration during the day, especially if you get dehydrated faster. And I'm a person who sometimes I forget. I'll have my water and my tea in the morning, and my day gets so busy that I completely don't get to drink anything until the middle of the day. And going that long without liquids can cause dehydration, even though you may be getting the proper hydration you get. But just the length of time in between, say if I'm in class all day, or I'm teaching my students and I'm literally not even thinking about it because I have so many other things going on. So this is to help me with staying hydrated, especially in the summertime. We need this. As we know, hydration helps with sweat, hydration helps with our skin. Hydration just helps the body and the organs overall function better. So if you haven't heard about liquid IV, try it out. But now we're moving on to hygiene. So an important part of my hygiene steps are making sure that I'm using products that are good for down there. So the first thing that I get in, this is not new, but I use the Odor brand for pads. They're organic and cotton pads. Really easy, white packaging, nothing too crazy. You get 42 pads, and this lasts me 42 pads last me about 3 months worth of cycles, and they're only like $8. So $8 every 3 months is not bad at all. And I get these from Target as well. And it's just important that we use pads and tampons that are 100% cotton, because of the simple fact that chemicals are made in these pads. And I've noticed that when I use other brand of pads and stuff, I get diaper rash, adult diaper rash, whatever it is. But that's not cool. It's coming from the chemicals of the pads. And I read up that it's worse in third world countries. They use worse chemicals and more chemicals in their pads, just because of the simple fact that it's cheaper or anything along those lines. But ladies, switch over to 100% organic. So either use the honey pot, Rael brand, Rael, a few other ones. I'll link them down below in the description box so that you can have access to all the organic 100% cotton pads and tampons that you need, or whatever fits your taste. But the Rael brand and the honey pot have been my 2 favorite brands for pads so far. So with being a woman, we like to have something that is delicate and helps us smell good throughout the day. As you know, you're not really supposed to use scented soaps on your private area or inside it or anything like that. So when I'm looking to freshen up, whether it's everyday use or after my period, whatever, I use this honey pot normal wash. I tried the sensitive wash first and I loved it, and it was so gentle that I would try the normal wash because I'm very sensitive, and the normal wash is just as gentle as a sensitive wash. And the smell is light. It smells like lavender a little bit. So it has lavender, vinegar, and coconut in it, which is good. It helps keep your pH balanced. It's foam form, so you pretty much don't even need a washcloth. You can use your hands to clean. But this is my favorite feminine wash ever. This is the best thing I've ever tried. It does not burn. It does not make me itch. It's just as good as using water, but it's actual soap for your private area, for your lovely Virginia. So another thing that I picked up that I like for the summertime is this lavender panty spray. You spray it on your panties, gives it a nice light scent, and it also helps with controlling odor and sweating. So I've sprayed this. I think it's good for your feet, shoes. Yeah, it says panties, underarms, feet, and shoes. I've sprayed this on my underarms a few times before just to see what difference does it make. It actually works. It does a really good job controlling sweat. Like right now, my underarms feel normal. I haven't been sweating or anything, but it's pretty warm in here, and I would have probably started sweating just a little bit by now, but my underarms pretty much feel dry. I've sprayed it on my panties. I mean, it doesn't make a difference, but hey, if it helps, it's supposed to help. If it's supposed to help, then why not try it, you know? And here's another one for my thick ladies, my ladies with boobs, my ladies who get coochie sweats, my ladies who, in the summertime, you can't help but to sweat in certain places. I got this Burt's Bees Baby Dusting Powder, which is talc free. You don't use no Johnson & Johnson. Period. You're not using Johnson & Johnson for us, for the kids, for grandma. No. Cut it out. Talc free powder. And this is the best one I've tried so far. I re-upped on this. I had a smaller bottle a long time ago. So whether it's under your boobs, a little bit, sprinkling a little bit in your panties, whatever you need to do. This is her. It soaks up like moisture, which prevents odor, because we know if we allow moisture to sit in the area over time, it produces odor, which happens to anybody, and which is another reason to stay hydrated, because the more hydrated you are, the less your sweat probably will stink. But the more you let your sweat sit, the longer, you know, it marinates and it gets all nasty smelling. So if you're a lady, make sure you're wearing cotton underwear first of all, because that helps absorb half the moisture already. And if you're a sweater, I've learned that panty liners actually trap that moisture in. So if you can go without using panty liners, use a little bit of this dusting powder if you want to. You can bring it with you during the day, you know, freshen up. Even use it on your underarms, under your breasts, in between your breasts in the summertime, because you want to stay fresh. You want to be nice and smelling good, and has a light scent. It is not going to mess with any other scent. No lotion scent, no perfume. It's not going to mess with anything. None of these products are like overly scented to the point that it's going to mess up anything. So last but not least, this is my favorite thing to touch on: pH balance. So I get a lot of questions when I'm asking questions about like what kind of videos, and talk about pH balance. My pH balance doesn't get knocked off quite as much as it used to, but I am prone to yeast infections. And just to let you guys know, you can literally have your pH thrown off by walking on the wrong side of the street, eating the wrong thing, sexual intercourse, anything can throw your pH balance off. It's not just because you're dirty or anything like that. Anything can throw your pH balance off. Your period. And if you have those issues, I have something for you. It's organic, and it's not going to mess with your insides or anything. Boric acid suppositories. This is by the Honey Pot, another certified organic company. Like I said, I use three of their products in my hygiene routine, and my hygiene routine only has like really 4 products that I use, which is what? The pads, the feminine wash, the feminine spray, the dusting powder, and these boric acid suppositories. I've heard great things about boric acid. I've done tons of research on boric acid, and just to show you what it looks like, it comes with this reusable suppository applicator, and these are what they look like. It has Honey Pot on there, and you just take it and you put it up there. You can use it for 7 days, 3 days. You can split it however you need to. It says start with a clean vagina, insert vaginally twice a day in the morning and at bedtime for 7 days. So when to use: after sex, semen has a pH of 7.1 to 8. At the end of your cycle, pH tends to be around 7.4. For hormonal imbalances, your vagina's pH should be between 3.8 and 4.5. So as we know, like I said before, anything could throw it off. Say you use a bath bomb that's supposed to be organic, but it got something in it. Anything. You eat something that's super acidic, and anything can affect your pH balance. So this will get it back on track. It says to use for 7 days, but you can use it for however long you need to. I definitely recommend you wear a panty liner with this. Like, this is the only time I recommend wearing a panty liner. So just in case any discharge comes out or your body starts to expel the boric acid for whatever reason, in case it doesn't need it, if it starts to come down, you have something to catch it and you're not ruining your underwear. So just a quick overview of all of the lovely products I got. This is my probiotic gummies, my airborne, my feminine wash, my panty, underarm, shoe spray. It's just a nice freshen, like a nice thing to freshen you up, keep you fresh. My dusting powder for under the boobs and the panties. to capture any moisture and prevent any odor from like excess moisture. My liquid IV to keep me hydrated throughout the day. And last but not least, the boric acid suppositories that we love to use after we feel like our pH is thrown off, or you know, maybe once a month you just feel like you need to freshen up or do anything. This is the product for you. It keeps your pH balance on track without you having to do a whole bunch of rituals and stuff. 3 days, 7 days, however long you choose to do it. Just make sure you're following all the directions and use at caution. I implore you to look at any ingredients for any products that you're using. I know sometimes natural isn't the best, but the proof is in the pudding. Do your own research. I'm not a gynecologist. I am not a health official. I don't have the slightest degree to tell you what to do with your body. So whatever you choose to take from today's video, do your own research, look at the ingredients, see how it can be used. Like I said, I like to go for things that are not only good for me but make a difference in my body. So I'm not going to just go buy a certain vitamin just to have it if it's not doing anything good for me or anything along those lines. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's short, sweet, and simple. And like I said before, I'm not a professional. Do your own research. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe down below. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.